Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our 9th session on the Beatitudes. I'm glad that you've made it up the mountain with us every time so far or not. You can always go back and find these videos from the first 8 sessions, and you can visit us on the mountain in those too. These sermons from Jesus are just wonderful, wonderful lessons for us to take into our hearts and live out through our lives. So I appreciate that you are participating with us. I have a question for you today. What comes to your mind when you think of peace? What do people mean when they say they want some peace and quiet? Have you ever been quiet but not at peace? Have you ever been at peace but not quiet? Some interesting questions to ponder. Pause the video now if you'd like to do some pondering with the people that you're with. Today we're going to join a huge crowd of people who are following Jesus. Now he sees their hurts and their pains, and he cares for them in many ways. And he leads them to a mountain. Let's climb the mountain to be with them. There are many ways to climb. You'll remember, you can hike right on up. If you want, you could climb a mountain up the side using a rope. Or if you're in a wheelchair, you could wheel yourself up, or you could have a friend help you over the rough spots to get up the mountain. Or maybe you just want a free climb up the side of the mountain. However you choose to go up, pick a way and let's climb the mountain together. We'll climb the mountain while we're counting to 20. Are you ready to climb? Okay, let's get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We made it. Let's settle our bodies down after that big climb. Now, in your imagination, let's take a look around. What can we see on this mountaintop? There's all sorts of things to see. And you know, in Jesus' time, people thought that mountains were holy and special places to be with God. Now, on this mountaintop, Jesus spoke about God's kingdom. Okay? You can think of a kingdom as the way in which the world is set up or works. Now, in God's kingdom, there is abundance. More than enough honor, food, money, love, power, resources of all kinds, so that all of the children of God, all of the people of God have enough to thrive. In today's lesson, we're going to hear from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 9, in which Jesus says, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Peace is so important that there are many symbols of peace around us in the world. People recognize doves, olive branches, peace signs, peace hand signs as images that bring us together. In fact, if you look up peace in your emojis, you'll find a few of these symbols right on your devices. We say peace to describe being calm, still, and not disrupted. The kind of peace that Jesus talked about was much more than calm and quiet or a lack of conflict. For Jesus, true peace was what he and his followers called shalom. Can you all say that with me? Shalom. Shalom means something more than calm or quiet. Shalom means wholeness and wellness. Shalom means that all your needs, physical, emotional, spiritual, etc., all of them are met and lovingly cared for. Have you ever felt that kind of peace? There are many people listening to Jesus who did not experience this kind of shalom. There are many people today who do not either. In Jesus' time, Rome had conquered many different people's lands and forced Roman laws and customs onto them. They called that Pax Romana, meaning peace within Rome. Now, this did not feel like peace to the people whose lands and lives the Romans took over. Rome thought it was peace because they had squelched anyone who had a different view or a different belief than they did. It may have been quiet in Rome, but it didn't feel peaceful. There wasn't conflict, but it was a fake kind of peace. Now, there's a long history across the world of governments taking over people and land and saying that they will bring peace. But instead, they impose laws that hurt and oppress. To truly create peace or shalom for everyone, we must use our voices and what power we have to bring justice, not just say we want peace. Have you ever heard the phrase, no justice, no peace? Where might you have seen it or heard it before? People have been chanting no justice, no peace during protests since the 1970s and 1980s. That's a long time. It means there won't be wholeness or peace until there is justice. Until there's justice among all of us. When some of us are treated unfairly, that injustice creates trouble and pain. Now, on the other hand, if there is justice, our community is safe and peaceful because everyone's needs are lovingly cared for and met. God desires peace and wholeness among all people, young and old, disabled or non-disabled, among all genders, between nations, and among all expressions of faith. Remember, God's peace is not a fake peace. It is a deep wholeness that is sometimes disruptive. And this is why Jesus blessed the peacemakers. Now, before we part, I would like to bless you. A blessing is something that you receive, so I want you to open your hands, get ready to receive it like a gift. I will speak the blessing. And if you receive it, take the blessing and put it in your heart. Now, are you ready? May God bless you with the peace of a peacemaker.